Hello, my name is Garen Wild, and this is my expense tracker that I made using SQL and uh, the Python for the UI. Um, First off, we create the database expense tracker, which we can see everything over here. It's still fetching all the tables. I don't know what's going on there. Uh, Use expense tracker. The first table is the users, user ID, username, password, and the time it's created. And those will all be stored on a table to be checked and when someone logs in. Uh, Create table, the categories, the different categories for the expenses that you make or use, and the table for the expenses themselves. Expense ID, user ID, the amount, meaning obviously the amount that you actually use, the description uh, to explain what it was, category ID, which obviously comes up here, and the expense date, or the date that it was, whatever it was bought or used. And then here we have the UI part of it. Uh, Import Tinctor as TK, use the message box, and to connect to the database, we have MySQL.connector uh, class expense tracker app. So this is everything that pertains to that. Uh, Starting with connecting, so it has all the information it needs. Right now, it's very specific. Uh, Name entry. So this is all the information you need for the name. So it'll pop up in the window. The location and where it'll be on the database. Expense amount. So it's the same thing as the name, except for the amount of the expense, the date, the description, all the same. Uh, I don't need this. Uh, Add expense button. So there are two buttons. One is the add expense, so it adds it to the database, and then there is the view expense. You click that, and it'll pop up the database itself, so you can look at everything and edit as you need to. Add the expense. So this is the function that actually does all of that from name, amount, description. Um, I need to add the other two um, right there, the date and description. Uh, Modify expense. So if you need to modify it, this is where all that is. New name, new date. Um, See down here, name, amount, uh, date description, and all of that. And if there's errors, it will pop up and let you know. Delete the expense if you need to delete it. This is where it happens and explains, or it works that for you. This is the function that will actually help you to view the expenses. And then it's right down here. It's start. You see right here, you have the name, the amount, actually the name, yeah, date, it doesn't really matter. Uh, Expense description, McDonald's, add expense. And as you see down here, I have an issue with that name field list. I'll have to figure that out. Then but you can view expenses, and this is where it should pop up. Modify expense, delete expense, or anything that you need to do there.